Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I do apologize for getting on here a little late. Woke up, got started a little later than I wanted to, but we're not going to delay this episode on today. And welcome back. I know it's been a minute, about 2 weeks, because guess what? There were just so many things. Those of you that follow me know I was recently awarded an EPS award. And for those of you that don't know, the EPS award are for those who are in the speaking industry. And it was founded by Dr. Cheryl Wood. And so it was the inaugural, and I was one of the recipients. And then in addition to that, I had meant to have the book, and I'll make sure I share it next time. We also launched the Get in the Game book, where I'm a co-author. And yes, it is on Amazon. I want to thank everybody during the launch. I know it's like really, really last minute. Those of you who purchased their ebooks or hard copy of the book, thank you so much for your support, because yes, you helped us to be Amazon bestseller. So thank you so much for that. You guys, I do have a great episode for you guys. I hope that you can hear me this morning. If you are watching, please say good morning. Come on, help me get this energy up. And like I said, because I was out for a week, the first week that I was out was because of the award up in Virginia, really connecting with some nice people, which was really great, a lot of celebration. And then, of course, Father's Day happened. And then also there was Juneteenth. So there was just so many things, moving pieces. And I was like, hey, you know what? It's okay when things happen and we get so ingrained in the grind of every day, you know, trying to accomplish your goals. And those of you who are joining me here for the first time, again, good morning to you. My name is Dr. Abney, Dr. Lia Abney. I am an author and speaker. And I come here every morning to just Monday morning, just to give some motivation, just to help you get through your week. And also, if you are one of those that's like, you know what, I don't want to start January and end it the same way in December, I am here to help you accomplish your goals. But guess what? This is June, you guys, and usually this is like hump day. This month is the hump of getting over into the end of the year. And sometimes we lose steam. Sometimes we lose steam the first month of the year, the second month, the third month of the year. But, you know, around June, it's like it's all gone. Where is everything? Or maybe you're that type of person that just hits the grind, and you are still pushing it. You're like, you know what? I'm still doing mine. And so I got a great topic for you guys. I want y'all to stay tuned, because guess what? Y'all know the drill. I will be right back, and I really do want you to stick with me. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back.
Black G.
Good morning, you guys. Thank you for joining me. My name is Dr. Lia Abney. I am author, speaker, and the owner of Lia Abney LLC. I offer coaching and business advice and consulting as well to help you to accomplish your goals. And guess what? If you want to learn more about what I have to offer, please visit my website. It's constantly under construction, doing some upgrades, but I always try to keep the most relevant updated. So go ahead and visit my website and reach out to me and let me know how I can help you accomplish your goals. And guess what? Also, for those of you who are joining me for the first time and you're like, you know what? I want to see what else she has out there. I got you. I got you. Go on over to my YouTube channel at Lia Abney LLC and you can binge watch all the previous episodes because on today, you guys, we are starting episode 62. So, have you ever considered the incredible power of selflessness? And this is a topic, and I really thought about it, and I was like, what am I going to talk about? Because I have been traveling, I've been moving, grinding. And as I was beginning to read a book and on John Maxwell, and it has to do with changing your world, just changing your world. And so I was like, I just need, there's something I want to read. I think I want to read something about change. And in that book, as I was reading it, one of the words that popped out at me was selflessness. And it's a mouthful, you guys. Selflessness. So on today, the topic for today, for this episode, is the power of selflessness. And I'm going to share 3 key insights to embrace being selflessness. And again, one of the reasons why is because we are so ingrained sometimes of just doing life, our own life, that sometimes we get tunnel vision. So let me ask you this. Have you ever considered the incredible power of selflessness and just how to embrace it, how it can impact your own life in so many different ways? Because that's something that we don't consider on a daily basis. And not only that, it can impact the lives around you as well. Now, it may sound a little counterintuitive at first, but let me share with you why providing service to others or giving to others is just as important when it comes to achieving your goals and your own aspirations when you are trying to build a legacy for your family, when you are trying to, start that business, or when you're trying to reach the next level of your career, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in life. Why is it important that we are servicing others, that we're being selflessness, that we're thinking of others other than just ourselves? Now, when we talk about service, we're not just talking about random acts of kindness or isolated acts of help, because, we always are hearing that, doing that random act of kindness. Like this past week, riding on the road, we got to a stoplight. There was a veteran, and he was, had his sign on the side of the road asking for help. Turn around, I was searched my purse, gave him a couple of dollars. Now, I'm not bragging about that. That is a random act of kindness or an isolated act of kindness. It's more about being selflessness. It's more about adopting a mindset of selflessness and genuinely caring for the well-being of others. Now, sometimes that ends up turning into a nonprofit for some people, or something that they actually just do all the time. Like there are some that go out and they're like, you know what? I want to feed the homeless. So they do this. They don't turn it into a nonprofit. They just do it. And a lot of times being selflessness is also something that we hear a lot of when it comes to the church. But when we prioritize serving others, you guys, something truly remarkable happens. And what that is that we begin to unlock the potential of personal growth, fulfillment, and even the achievement of your own goals. Prime example, although, I celebrated, you know, getting the EPSI award, I celebrated an accomplishment of launching a book and becoming the best-selling author. But I can tell you the most fulfillment part was when this past week, when I was able to give out of myself, when I took a moment, even though things were shifting, and it could have been easier for me to do things a little bit different in how I was doing it. But I was like, you know what? I want to give this to so and so. I want to do this. I purposely made sure I was doing it. And the reason why is because, yes, I was going to be replacing some things that I was giving away. But at the same time, I wanted to be able to give it to somebody else who can enjoy it rather than me selling it or giving it to Goodwill or what have you. So those are some of the ways that I intentionally am being selflessness. Okay. So again, we begin to unlock the potential for personal growth, fulfillment, and even the achievement of our own goals. There are sometimes, there are people who do selflessness serving by continuously giving in other ways, whether it is through the church, whether it is through the schools, through their community. They have made the mindset that I'm going to do this continually. So let's turn to what the word of God says about it. Let's look at some wisdom, okay, in this. Now, in Matthew 20, chapter 20, verse 28, it shares that just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many, so must we serve as well. And I'm adding that little bit to it. So we have an example here that is given to us in this particular verse. It's telling us, just as the Son of Man did not come to just be served, but to serve and to give life as a ransom for many. Now, does that mean we're gonna give our life in the same way that Jesus? Of course not. There's no way that we can ever do that particular selflessness act. But there are other ways, an example that we can give of ourselves in different ways when we're trying to accomplish our goals. Now, do I what's the word, robotically do this act of selflessness? No, I don't. I'll be honest, I don't. But I do find that there are times when I feel like, oh wow, maybe I've as I am celebrating and as I am trying to accomplish things, I do find when I start doing that servicing, when I selflessly give of myself, whether it is clothes to somebody, whether it is furniture to somebody, whether it is change I have in my purse, and it doesn't necessarily have to be monetary and material things. I'm going to say this again. Your selflessness serving, it does not necessarily, it's not just about the material or monetary giving that you do. Okay. There are some times like somebody may need you just doing that. So for instance, there are often times I may think of somebody else, whether it's my children or somebody else, that I ask, can I do something for them? Okay. So for instance, there was one time that I have helped people clean their house just to help them. Or I may help them buy groceries. Have you ever been in a car line where, and this happened to me, and I was like, oh wow, where I got up to the line, I'm buying food, but then when I go to going through the drive-through, it turns out that the person in front of me paid for my meal. So it's those little things that we can do in our life. And then again, what did I do? So you're like, well, Leah, when you did all of that, being thinking of others, and you did those acts, what did I do? It helped me to feel so much better in what it is I was trying to do. Now, it's not to justify what I was doing, but it did exactly. I felt more fulfilled about what I was doing and why I'm doing it. And even if that one served based on this, even though it says he gave his life for so many, and that was so many of us, but I don't think that requires us to do so many. Your assignment may be one person. Your assignment may be multiple people. But guess what? It doesn't make it less. If you're serving and being selfless to many, doesn't make it more than the person who is selflessly serving one person. It has the same value. So wherever it is that you're led to do, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it this week. See what it will do. It can't cause any harm. No matter where you're at in your life or what situation you're going through, being able to be selflessness can add so much value, not only to yourself, but to this person who's receiving it as well. So in this scripture, Jesus exemplified the ultimate act of selflessness by sacrificing himself for the sake of others. But through this teaching and his actions, it reminds us the transformative power of putting others before ourselves. Through selfless service, we not only follow in the footsteps of Jesus, but also align ourselves with a higher purpose, one that transcends our individual desires. But let's dive into 3 important things you should know about selflessness, which I want to share with you, and its profound effects. So the first thing I want to share with you is that selflessness breeds genuine connections. When you prioritize the needs and well-being of others, you create a genuine connection that goes beyond the superficial interactions of saying, hello, good morning, it's, oh, how you doing? How was your day? But it goes beyond that. You connect in a deeper level. By selflessly giving your time, attention, and support, you foster meaningful relationships built on trust, empathy, and mutual respect. And I've talked about, trust and that mutual respect before in other topics, but it also connects with being selflessness, selfless service to others. And these connections can bring immense joy. It can bring support and opportunities for personal and professional growth. The more you selfless, even on your job, when you do something for somebody else, you help somebody without judgment on something, that a project that they're working on, not so that you get credit, but so that they excel. Great leaders do acts of selflessness all the time, because it's not about them being in the spotlight. It's about elevating and helping others, those who they lead, to grow as well by giving them opportunity. Selflessness, service, is not just for the general person, it's for those who are in leadership position as well. It's the beauty of shared experience and shared victories that ultimately enrich your own life. So this is not about you. When we're able to help other people excel, guess what? You both are enriched. You both are able to share that experience of victory through that accomplishment. So the next one, this is really good, you guys, because this is making me feel so good. So the next thing I want to talk about is selflessness fosters personal growth, as I stated before. Contrary to proper belief, selflessness doesn't mean neglecting your own needs or aspirations. You're actually adding to it. Instead, it opens doors to personal growth in unexpected ways. By stepping outside of your own concerns and actively engaging in the lives of others, you gain new perspective, insights, and even skills. How to communicate, how to, the purpose of elevating others other than just yourself. And serving others challenges you also to develop qualities such as that empathy and compassion, as I mentioned before, but also patience, which is very vital for not only other people's personal development, but yours as well. Now, embracing selflessness allows you to expand your horizons, learn from diverse experience, and become a better version of yourself when you're doing that. Now, the last one I want to share with you is that selflessness brings fulfillment and purpose. At the core of every human being lies a desire for purpose and fulfillment. While personal achievements and material possessions can bring temporary satisfaction, it is that act of selflessness that truly desires the soul. When you selflessly serve others, you tap into a wellspring of joy, meaning, and purpose, making it a positive impact on someone else's life other than your own. Okay, so no matter how small that act is, or it does has a ripple effect that goes way beyond your initial act. It provides a profound sense of fulfillment, reminding you that life has a purpose beyond your own aspirations. So I am hoping that this, what I've shared to you on being selfless, that on today and the rest of this week, I'm going to challenge you to do an act beyond the act of kindness. I want you to be selflessness in serving others and doing something for somebody else, whether it is making a meal for them, perhaps taking them to an appointment. I mean, it's just, going with them an appointment. If they're going through something, or just taking a walk, say, hey, come take a walk. I have a great friend that does that all the time. She's like, Leah, what you doing? I'm going to the mall. I want you to come with me. Come get out the house. And she'll come here and she'll pick me up and drive me. And I'm telling you, just those little things, it not only does something for me, but at the same time, it builds our relationship. I can't tell you how much that builds relationships. So I want you to embrace selflessness as a way of life. I want you to embrace selflessness to cultivate genuine connections, to fuel your own personal growth, but also other people's growth as well. If you are a leader or supervisor on your job, look at doing that act, just being selflessness and doing and servicing those underneath you. I promise you, the return you're going to get back is you're going to see that employee that has been lagging energy, you're going to see their energy increase. You're going to see them being more involved in projects. You're going to see them be just as excited about the goals for the organization as you and others are. Finding that deep fulfillment by serving others. As you give selflessly, you discover a profound transformation, not only within yourself, but you'll also witness the profound impact you can make on the world and others around you. Let the power of selflessness guide your journey toward a more meaningful and purposeful life. You guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. I hope that you found something in this that will transform your life and get you to serving others and achieving their goals. Please join me next time on the next Keep It Moving Monday Morning Motivation. Y'all have a great day.
Are you connected to the right resources to grow and achieve your goals in your personal life or for your business? Let Lia Abney LLC Consulting Services help you connect, communicate, and commit to the building process of growing your business to the next level. A veteran with over 20 years of managing multi-million-dollar projects, Lia Abney, owner, author, and motivational speaker, has keen insight and knowledge in the value of collaboration and strategy planning to keep you moving to the next level in building a legacy. Visit her website at www.liaabneyllc.biz. That's www.liaabneyllc.biz for more information.